sunshines, how art thou? How art thou? This is Creative Stitching Diva and Shay and Limon Crochets. How art thou? We are in the house.
On the snowy, it just started snowing again, so this is perfect. I need to distract myself from the snow.
Oh. So how are you? What's going on?
Very good. I can't complain. It just I'm starting to get into law school, so that's like my little thing that's taking up most of my time. But
let me find out.
Yeah, I mean, I lost my job in March. I used to work for gyms. I'm still a Zumba instructor, but it's going to be my 6-year anniversary in March. And last year, I have a mom who's a cancer survivor, so she's autoimmune compromised. So I had to make the decision being like, do I work at because I mean, the gyms literally were like, we'll give you your job if you want it, but you have to like work. And not that I'm saying they're dirty or anything. I just don't want it. I just didn't want to risk being around so many sweaty people in a time where you're not supposed to be around people. So I'm like, I'm going to give it a year. I'm going to see how everything is and then hopefully go back to it. But
yeah, I know. My son was in the same situation because he didn't want to work and bring it home to me because I'm a cancer survivor. So I understand.
Yeah, it's one of those tough things. But, you know, I mean, I am on unemployment, but I hate filling out that thing every 2 weeks. You know, like when it comes to like brown people pride is just like one of those things where it's like, oh. So I opened up the YouTube channel just to, you know, bring in some extra tips or whatnot. And I figured if I'm crocheting anyways, you know, spending hours doing it, I might as well just click, hit record,
exactly,
and share it.
So I want to know, who are you? Who are you? Where are you from? What's going on?
Well, I'm pretty sure you've been in the crochet world longer than I have. I just joined officially probably in June, which is like putting myself out there. But I've been doing this I've been crocheting personally for about 3 years. And I barely started putting myself out there last year. But what I'm mostly known for back then was Zumba and personal training and healthy cooking. So I'm like an Aldi fiend. So I used to do like live streams every week in my Facebook and literally show people how to read pretty much all the labels in the Aldi that I had near my house. Because people like to assume that eating healthy is expensive, and it's really not. If you know where to look, it's pretty.
I'm guilty.
Well, I mean, when it comes to that reasoning, you know, most people who, when you try to talk to them into that, the first thing they go to is it's pretty expensive. But things are a little bit easier now than even like 4 years ago, because like Aldi wasn't. They upped their game.
Okay. But anyway, I never wanted to go there. I didn't know none of the brands. I was like, this is suspect. But I did one time and I was like, okay, I could deal with it. But I don't have one around me, so I don't go there frequently.
That's fine. No, it's totally fine. But that's usually what I did. That's what I've been doing for the past like 5-6 years until the pandemic hit and I had to do a 360 turn switch, change your chip. So now I'm literally just studying and we weren't live when I said it. I'm studying to go into law school right now while doing crochet on the side. So that's the new goal.
Nice. That's what's up. How old are you?
I just turned in January 29. So I'm on my last years in my 20s. I'm still a baby.
Yes, you could be my son.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, because my oldest is 21.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
I say I am an old soul with a child's heart. I am a man child.
But you know what? I actually can tell because when I was watching a couple of your videos, I could definitely tell, like, okay, this is somebody who looks young, but I'm like, wait a minute, hold up.
You gotta live young. Exactly. What about you, Shay? What you up to?
He's starstruck.
Like, I'm just here because I've been wanting this because yeah.
Nice. No, I appreciate you. Thank you. By the way, for those watching, she recommended me to get on the show, and I truly, truly appreciate that. Like I'm used to the spirit of collaboration, so I truly appreciate that you thought of me, and I'm very, very humbled that I'm here on the show. So thank you so much, CreativeStitchNDiva, and thank you so much, Shay. Because unity, it's all about working together, and you just got to do stuff, and this is the way we got to help each other out.
Absolutely. Collaboration, I didn't realize how we need collaboration in this community. If you want to make it somewhere, you need collaboration. So, yes, Shay, thanks.
I did good, boss. I did good.
You did great.
But I mean, in spirit of collaborate, symbiotic relationships, when she messaged me, I was like, what kind of podcast is this? So when I did my homework, I was like, oh, wait, she actually does something that I don't do yet. And so I should probably, because like the graphing and everything, I have yet to do that. And I have an ambitious project that when I learn how to do it, I want to do it. But I was like, I got to meet her, because if I'm going to ask for help, I got to take that first step. So
I got you.
Yeah, you're doing something that I have yet to do and even master at all. You're so good at that.
Aw, thank you.
I saw your work. I saw that blanket you did. I was like,
yeah, I've been doing it for a while, maybe since 2011. And ever since then, I was hooked. Like GraphGans got me, and I've been doing it ever since.
It's funny because I gave up on starting to do. Initially, I literally just Google searched how to do GraphGans, and I gave up after 20 minutes because it was just so well, to me, like someone just going into it. I was like, why is it asking me what my tension is? Why is it asking me what my gauge is? I just literally want, here's my picture, here's the colors I have, do it. And no, like you have to sit down. It's kind of like Photoshop. You have to sit down and understand what it's asking you, and then it'll give you the result that you want. But I gave up. I was like, nope.
Nah, you could do it. I don't even know what made me. I know what made me start, but to how to keep going and teach, I guess I taught myself, but I did have 2 mentors, but they were like, you're doing what? Like they couldn't believe what I was doing. They wanted me to teach them after they taught me. So yeah, I just love it. I love the art. I love that I could be versatile and do whatever I want with it. And I'm gonna stick with that. No, so what's your niche?
My niche, I think, well, from what other people say, because I don't dissect my own work sometimes, I just do it and then throw it out there. But a lot of people have said mixing yarn weights and colors they never thought would work together.
Exactly.
Oh, there you go. Shay's like, yes.
That's exactly what she said right before you got on. Nice. She said, ask him about, she said what she loved most about you was the fact that you mix weights.
Yeah, and no one has ever, like, I've never heard the rule of keep the same yarn weights and everything. It was literally just something that I looked in my stash and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna try this. And it worked. Like, I can't remember what was the first time I did something like that with. And then after the first time, I was like, whoa. This actually, I lied. I do remember what my first one was. And it was I mixed all of the brands together. So I had Karen latte cakes mixed with Red Heart, a variegated colorway. And then I mixed that with it was Karen, Red Heart, and something else. It's a red sweater. I actually do have it. It's in storage right now, right next to me.
But it was that you actually made a sweater with it.
Yeah, it was a sweater. And, latte cakes are a size 5 and Red Heart's a size 4. And I was just like, I'm going to go artsy fartsy. I'm just literally going to like get texture and then boom, Red Heart. Texture and then boom, Red Heart. And after that, I was just like, that was fun. So I kept doing it. And then I uploaded the stuff on social media and everyone's like, I've never seen anyone do this before.
That's what I was just telling her. I'm like, I don't know. Like, are you even allowed to do that in crochet? I thought fours is fours, is threes. You don't in between. Like, you could put like a thread with a 2 or something to kind of make it a little bit bulkier. But yeah, the first video I saw of you was like, oh, he's crazy. I like
That's nice though. It's always because, you know, when you try to enter stuff, it's always like, what's going to make you unique? And I'm glad that I didn't look for it. Other people's were kind of like, what are you doing? And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stick with that. People love it. I'm gonna like, now that I'm aware of it, I'm starting to like challenge myself even more with it now, because yeah, it was weird. Like, not weird. It was refreshing to hear that kind of comment, because like I always say, crochet, just like painting or anything, is an art form and it's objective to whoever creates it. What I think is good might not be good for someone else, but it's still an expression of the moment you're doing it, the time it takes for, because when I was on the She Show, I was telling her, I'm like, what I really, really enjoy sometimes from some of these creations that people make is that maybe you were going through a heartbreak and you made that sweater, or maybe you were in surgery and you finished that blanket, or maybe you were depressed and you made that beanie, that hat, that scarf. So there's like a story behind the time of which when you were doing this project. That to me is kind of like, no one will ever know unless you tell them. But that to me is kind of like what inspires me to know a little bit more from when someone creates something. As even your Graphgans, you know, like, what were you doing when you were making it? Like, were you in a good mood, in a bad mood? Were you going through some stuff? And that to me is it's like when you're driving downtown or something and you look at the apartment lights on and you're like, I wonder who lives there. Like, someone's life is there.
I actually do that.
And in a blanket, it's the same way. It's like someone's minimum a month. If it's like a blanket, someone spent a month doing this. I wonder what they were doing in that month, like creating.
Yeah, I get that. And this is crazy you said that, because I look at my work from back then when I first started to now, and you can see the progression. But not only are you seeing the progression, you also see like if I was depressed at the time or if I was happy at that time. And my older work, I did notice, is more like not my happiest. Like, I look at it now like, girl,
but only you would know that, because we wouldn't know that.
Right.
You know?
But I see the difference. And I'm like, what? Why would I do that? Or what is wrong with me? Because now I'm like, I'm not depressed like how I was a couple of years ago. So now I'm like, why would I do that? I wouldn't do that now. And a lot of the stuff I make now is more cheery and it's symbolic. Whereas before it was like, I just need to get this done over with. I don't care.
Oh yeah. Wow. No, I mean, it's such a blessing to have a craft like that, because, you know, what inspired me to go into crochet was, you know, my brother's the art person in our family and he could draw and paint and do different things. But to me, I wanted something that I could create with my hands. I mean, yeah, I was doing Zumba and that's my feet, but that's not necessarily like throwing art out into the world, like an expression of myself. And so I wanted something that my hands created themselves. And so when I discovered crochet, I was like, whoa, like, I may not be painting, I may not be sculpting, I may not be, you know, building a house or being an architect like that, but I'm creating this thing from nothing with my hands, you know? And that's it's a blessing in the sense that it can be used as a therapy, both in a positive and in a negative sense. And so, yeah, the power of crochet and knitting.
Yeah. So I don't, do you knit?
No.
Oh.
I refuse to, because I'm already addicted to crochet. I refuse to get addicted to knitting because I know myself. Once I know how to graph and knitting, I will never go back to crocheting because the different shapes you can design, you can make.
Yes. I actually like knit better. I know how to do a basic, but other than that, I have no idea. But
it's okay the dark side sometimes.
What happened?
Said it's okay to come to the dark side sometimes.
No. All of this yarn is just from crochet. I don't need another reason to double what I have. Oh. Okay, I'll probably do it like maybe once this year. I'll do a video being like, I try to knit, but then that's it. No more. Yeah. It's no, honestly, I do see some patterns on Instagram, and then when I find out they're knitting, I'm like, oh, like sometimes I see patterns and I'm just like, this is what's going to convince me to like join knitting. Sometimes I saw someone who knitted like a chessboard type of thing, and I was like, the Halloween ones are the best ones. That's where I really hate not knowing how to knit, because the Halloween grabs that they do in knitted sweaters, I'm just like, and Christmas. Halloween and Christmas are the worst for me to be on Instagram and like scrolling through yarn Instagram, because knitters win those holidays. They really do.
Man, so I saw that you did like the Bernie sweater. So you had to use some type of tapestry for that. So even though you're saying you don't know if you can do a graph can, you actually did.
I know, that's actually, it's funny you say that, because I didn't realize that's what I did until like when I put up the video and then I looked over to like the half done garment, I was like, wait, did I just do like it's one of the, and I frogged that thing like 12 times. But after a while, like when you pick it up and you understand the patterns and how color works, or like the stitches are working and stuff, you just get into the groove of it, and then you don't even realize what you did until the very end. So it's funny you say that, because I did call myself out on that afterwards in private. I was like, did I just unlock a new skill set?
You did. The only thing I need to help you with is because it looks perfect. I loved it. But the graph can mother I am, I never carry my work. You don't carry your work because you could see in between stitches, you can see that back color.
Okay. I see what you mean.
Yeah, so what we do is we use people use bobbins. Well, they wrap their yarn up into these little mechanisms, and they use that for each color that
okay. I see what you mean.
So for each color that you're changing, you have one of those little things, those bobbins. I don't do bobbins. A lot of people can't do their graph can without it.
Let's see your bobbin. There you go. I'm like, she's looking at it.
One. I just let it hang. Let it all hang. That's what type of gal I am.
Yeah.
Just let it hang.
And then like a lot of people back and like just tie in the ends and everything.
No. Nope.
Diva does not.
Just don't even finish that sentence.
No, I don't do the tying, because that's how I was always taught. You don't have to tie or whatever. But I what's my thing? Pop, lock, and drop. So I designed this type of method to change colors, and you're basically dropping it. So I called it pop, lock, and drop, because you're popping it in the stitch, you're locking it in so that the colors don't move, and then you're dropping the string in the back because you need to go to the next string. So it's easy.
Is there a specific video on your channel where you talk about that?
A lot.
Well, a lot. Okay, hold on.
Yeah,
I have it dedicated to that. I'm on your channel right now. I'm literally.
It actually is pop, lock, and drop.
Yeah, pop, lock, and drop.
Met there.
I'm about to save that one right now.
I actually have a Facebook group called Graph Game University. Graph Game University is one-on-one about graph ganning, how you do a graph gan and how you fix it.
Link that in, everybody. Go to that.
Yep. Graph Gan University, and I have another group, but that's just like a social group. We just have like little games and stuff there, and I give my information. That's also where I sell my patterns, my graphs. But yeah. So what else do you do besides just crochet?
Sorry, I just saved the video. Okay, June 1st, 2019. Got it. Besides just the video, I mean, right now during like pandemic times, not much. But before, yeah, no, I'm a pretty simple person. Just cooking, well, fitness, cooking, dancing, crochet, school, and what else was I doing? See, the thing was, I was actually taking my fitness journey very seriously. I had 2 studios open here in Chicago, in the Latino community for a few years, and then I was almost about to be one of like not a trainer, but like a level below that for Zumba. So like actually teaching
okay.
or whatnot. So I was actually like focused on doing that. But then all of this happened and I just had to do a switch. So it just didn't seem like a good fit for me at the time. I did go to school for film, which is why I jumped to YouTube, because I'm like, I went to a really good private college in Pennsylvania for a few years, and I managed to do a documentary for Occupy Wall Street. And then when I came back to Chicago, I was working for Charter School Network, and I was doing their YouTube videos and stuff and doing some newspaper advertising and whatnot. So I have that background. I have like a little bit of, I'm a man of many talents.
I can tell.
The problem sometimes is like picking something and just sticking with it because you want to do so much. And I figured if I have this experience, I might as well just channel it into YouTube. We'll see what happens. Because the thing is, like, you never know. The algorithm is so weird. The community is technically small, in the sense that what I tried to do with my channel, because originally back in June, I was really trying to be very tutorial-y.
Yeah.
And I slowly started to shift more. I made a decision halfway through, probably around like October, where I decided, you know what? There's no like mass consumability in terms of crochet and knitting, in the sense that there's no content that someone who doesn't crochet can watch it and be okay not knowing about crochet. So that's kind of like where I'm at right now. I'm trying to like shift more towards mass consumability, because crochet is very, if you know it, you know it. And I think what we need to do now is kind of like shift it in the sense of, okay, if you do know it, great, but let's try and let's speak in a language that allows other people to have fun with what we're doing without actually feeling like they have to be a part of it. That's just me, but that's just one person, you know?
Yeah.
So we'll see. Hopefully, I'm hoping that we do get a shift, because even in the pandemic, a lot of people did pick up crochet and knitting. So I'm really, really hoping. And like crochet TikTok is huge. I haven't done any of that stuff.
There you go. Anyway.
I had to delete my TikTok because it was getting very addicting. I was like, no. I would spend like 2 hours just watching so many different things. But my girlfriend, she still has it, she'll send me some like crochet TikTok stuff. And I'm like, or even on YouTube, someone would like re-upload compilations of crochet TikTok. And I'm just like, whoa, like that's what I'm talking about. Like mass consumability. Like you don't have to crochet to see how, wow, these things are that we do.
Yep. So I have a little TikTok, but like you said, you spend so much time just to do a video of 30 seconds. And it's like, I just spend like 4 hours doing this? Yeah. I can't keep
I'd rather do that in a 15-minute video than a 30-second clip.
Like, I can't keep doing that. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
What
about you, Jay? Where's your TikTok? I know you probably got one.
Me?
Yeah, you. Do it. My dog. On it. Do a Bobbins TikTok.
I wanted to do something, but yeah, no. I will probably one day, just not today or tomorrow day or the next day. And also another thing too, that I noticed, you were in the crochet song.
What crochet song?
How was it? How'd it go?
The crochet.
The crochet song.
What crochet song?
Unique.
Unique.
Oh my God.
I'm in song?
Well, how about that's very awkward.
I didn't know.
That's why I said I don't think he's on there.
He was in. You were in there.
Are you talking about like the knit men?
Maybe he don't know he was on there.
No. What crochet song?
Oh.
Oh my God.
This is one of those moments where can you kick me out? Because I think I just said something I ain't supposed to. My phone is dead and I can't pull it up. But yeah, you were in
I'm gonna pull it up right now and I'm gonna put it on.
Where is this?
Because she keeps saying that, but I didn't see you.
Maybe
it was he did it twice.
Maybe it's one of those like compilations that someone just like grabbed something from me and like put it on there.
Maybe.
I don't think so.
I know in terms of trends, I was a part of Gregory Stitch's knit Shay thing where like he asked me and like 8 other men designers to just do like a going from like ugly to beauty type of transition type of thing. I remember that.
No,
well,
everything else is just other people having free time on their hands.
I feel bad now.
No, if it's good, then it's good.
It's good. The song is good. But where is he at on here?
Closer to the end, when did she have her phone? She was sitting down somewhere.
Wait, this is not it.
That is it.
Oh. Yeah, this is it.
Actually, wait, I think I did hear of this. I didn't know I was mentioned in it, but
right.
Oh, is that yarn movement?
Yeah,
yeah, that's yarn movement. Okay.
That's not.
No.
That wasn't it?
No.
Now you're gonna make me watch the video again because I feel really, really retarded. But I swear that you were in the video.
I told you I did.
I hope so. I can share this. Oh my God. I want to do a music video at Michael's. What the? Are you kidding me? Oh, it was on her phone. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, there's one other. Yeah, that was the thing. Like we did a little transition thing like that.
That was you?
No, that wasn't me. Oh.
I'm gonna watch it again.
Oh, that's Nick Crow. Nick Crow addict.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
no, because
hey, Shay.
I swear I'm not tripping. I know what I saw because of the hair.
Yeah, I'm the only brown guy with like different colored hair.
I hope my YouTube don't get maybe because I played the song. I probably have to put a disclaimer in there. But yeah, I told you I didn't see him. Now watch, she's not gonna rest until she finds you in that video.
Amen.
Cool. Hold on, wait. I just Googled it right now. I am saving the song because I didn't even know there was a crochet song.
That's because you said you're not on TikTok. That's more like a lot of people was playing it on TikTok. Way more than they played it on it's very popular on TikTok. Very, very popular. Like she got a lot of people playing that song.
Now I'm gonna have that song back in my head.
I know. Like we finally got it out of our heads. Now I'm gonna keep singing it over and over and over.
For like the next 2 months.
Crocheting, singing it. Like, girl.
I'm still going frame by frame. I'm like, I'm gonna find myself right now. Hold on, give me one.
You're on the phone.
You probably thought that other brown guy with me, which I'm not complaining. He had colored eyes, so you mistook me for that.
That's what I'm thinking.
I do not mind at all.
Well, I mean,
no, she's so starstruck. She just swore up and down you was on that video. And I'm like, but I don't remember seeing him. I didn't see you, but I think I'm right. I'm just saying.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool.
I will.
I'm still going through frame by frame.
I don't think you're on it. I think she would have asked you first. I think she would have asked you first. Unique, yeah. She would have asked you. But
yeah, I mean, even to be on the phone like that.
Yeah, that means she was a fan of yours too. Then, if you are on there. So you edit your videos? Do you edit?
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I'm reading the description. No, I'm not in it. She credited everyone that was on the phone.
Oh.
Yeah, Nick Crow. But yeah, I do edit all of my videos. I use Adobe Premiere. And then if I have enough memory on my phone, I use a video app called InShot. Yeah, InShot. Like a year ago, I bought like the gold membership for life. So I got the little extra features and whatnot. And it's pretty good. So if you have enough memory on your phone, you can actually export high resolution video and stuff. That's how I did all my commercials for Zumba.
Get out of here. On your phone?
Yeah.
So sometimes I use KindMeister and it's pretty good, but it's certain things that I can't do on there or I wouldn't want to. I would rather have it on my PC than anything. But I like it. It's pretty good. But you said InShot?
InShot. Yeah.
Oh, InShot.
Yeah, InShot.
Okay.
Like a bang bang shot.
All right, I'm gonna look it up.
But I alternate between depending on what kind of effect I want to do, but also how much time I have. Because if you edit like little small clips on the phone and then you export them and then you send it to your Dropbox and then you download to your computer and just add it to your Premiere video, sometimes it's just easier for me to get a certain effect that I'm looking for. So it really just depends on what I'm trying, like what effect I'm trying to get out of.
Oh, okay. I see it. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, InShot's pretty good. I've been using that one for about 3 years now.
I was using KindMeister for that long, so okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking.
I mean, they barely, I would say within the last year, they did a nice update. So if you probably heard of it a couple years ago, it probably is not as good as it is now.
Okay. Yeah. I love to edit. And
that's perfect for TikTok and Instagram Reels and everything because they're nice and small, so you can export on high resolution pretty nicely on there.
Right. You do that on your YouTube video? Make what is it called? Shorts? Like make little short videos?
I haven't done shorts yet. Just because since I'm just starting, little insider stuff from like YouTube algorithms or whatnot. I'm trying not to overcrowd my channel so that way YouTube can recommend it to a lot more people. Because shorts are relatively new right now and YouTube doesn't know how to differentiate between a reel, like a short, and an actual video from what I've seen from other people using it.
Oh, word.
So I'm trying not to use that because it's crowding the channel. and it's preventing YouTube from like, you don't want to give the algorithm too much that either you upload too much or you don't upload enough. You kind of want like a in-between type of thing.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Also, anything you type in the description box is what goes in the search bars. So the more you type in there, the more you get recommended in different areas.
So I have to say something
Mm-hmm.
because I'm going to keep laughing the rest of the show. So I need to say something.
What's up?
So I got a cat, right?
Uh-huh.
And I just got the cat today. And I thought that she was having surgery to get spayed, right?
Uh-huh.
So, because I thought she was having surgery to get spaded, I was like hyperventilating and anxious, and I was like making myself sick. So my friend gave me something to calm my nerves, right? She gave me something to calm my nerves. Then I was told, your cat not getting spayed because she had a reaction to anesthesia.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, that's a serious thing.
But I took what my friend gave me.
So now you don't even have anxiety to balance it out.
Now?
She gave you one of those melatonin Flintstones. Oh my God.
I don't know what it is.
Whoever's watching, don't do that. Make sure you get like an ingredients list and oh my God. You okay though? She's just laughing. She's gonna be laughing the rest of the show. Shay is like, what do I do?
Oh no, she's crying. Oh boy.
Oh no, don't cry.
Oh, this is about to be fun.
Breathe.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh wow. Yeah. Usually it's me.
But I would have never took it if I didn't know she was gonna get spayed. I really was so nervous. I was so nervous that the cat, I didn't want to hurt her because this is my my pet, so I was nervous that they said I had to give her medicine and an injection and everything. So I was so nervous. And my friend said, here, just take this. And she put it in my mouth. And I'm like, what is it? She was like, just take it. She said, it's going to make you relax.
It's probably just CBD. Yeah.
She said it's like CBD. So I was like, okay. But then I called her and I said, what did you give me? She said, I told you it's like CBD. I said, is it CBD?
Like?
Or like CBD? She said,
was just
I didn't say it was CBD. She said, I said it's like CBD. And I'm like, and now it's hitting me.
Look, read my fingers.
No, I'm not reading your fingers.
That's what you got.
Oh my God.
420.
Shay, I blame you.
I didn't do it. I have nothing to do with it. Not at all. This is not Shay's fault. For once,
2 months ahead. Wait, no, yeah, because it's 221 right now. You're 2 months ahead for 420. Oh
she just said, calm down. She was like, it's not that serious. And I'm like,
I mean, no, but on a serious, from a personal trainer perspective, when you're hyper aware of something like that, it tends to give you a hyper awareness effect on whatever it is that you took. Even for stuff like Midol, when people have like pains and stuff, if you think about what you took, it tends to amplify the effect of whatever it is you're taking. That's why some people get addicted to painkillers, because being aware that you're taking a painkiller makes it a little bit more, you're increasing your own, not estrogen, the chemicals in your body to relax and everything, serotonin and everything like that. So you're just hyper aware right now.
And she said, right before I got onto the live, I said, what did you give me? I'm texting her, like, what did you give me? And she was like, oh, it's like CBD. And I'm like, why would you keep saying like? But I had to leave, so I didn't even get a chance to really speak to her. So I'm like CBD. And now I'm sitting here and my head is like, then I see the cat, but then he's saying that's not the cat. So I don't know what I'm saying.
Oh my God. So Busy Peach says, Shay, take the wheel.
Shay can't help this one because usually, y'all fuss at me.
Show us some bobbins, Shay. What bobbins you making right now? Just that one. That's actually pretty adorable, though. It looks like a flower.
It is, and it is the absolute worst to work with.
Oh, really? Oh.
That one, yes. Because when you're working with it, it's like spinning around.
Oh. Yeah, I figured it would be one of those things where you have to pick a bobbin, whereas you're pulling it, it's not like going all over the place.
Yeah, that's why if you do them, you get the one with the little lock.
Oh, it just pulls out. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it's like the little lock. And then once you finish, you just lock it back.
Yeah.
Wow. With speaking of pets, do you have pets?
Yeah, I had to put down 2 of my dogs last year, last couple years. My partners in crime. I've had them for more than 10 years, but we currently have a love dove. So it's a type of dove, but specifically it's called a love dove. And so it does this really cool like singing, and it has this funny laugh whenever it's like jumping from like a thing to thing. And we have a cat. Well, technically my sister brought it in as a kitten when it was the last time Chicago had a bad storm and it was like almost below zero. She saw a kitten by itself outside and we brought it in because it was just newborn. And she was like, either this cat's going to die today or we take care of it. So she's been with the family ever since. Which is really cool that she's not a bad cat. Like I've met other cats that have like bad attitudes. We got really, really lucky that from getting this one from the streets, she's actually really responsive to us and she doesn't bite us or scratch us or anything. She's literally she allows herself to be loved, which is kind of when cat owners know it's very hard to let a cat like be loved. They like to give the love, not be loved. So we actually got lucky. Yeah, she's very well behaved.
She found her human.
Excuse me?
She found her humans.
I know, right? Yeah, no, we really did luck out because a feral cat, could you imagine that? No, especially with all of my yarn. She doesn't touch my yarn. What she does is she's funny. She actually like will get really, really close to the ball of yarn. And as I'm like pulling it, it'll like lightly touch her nose and that's all for her. Like she just loves it when it like just barely touches her.
Oh.
She gets a kick out of that.
Oh, this one don't want no one.
Like tons of animals. Like before we moved into this new house, I used to have a toad. My brother used to have a tarantula. We used to have 3 birds, 2 parakeets, and a couple dogs. I had 2 not chickens, 2 ducks. No, 2. What turns into
a butterfly?
No, what was it called? I don't want to use the word that I want to use. Fighting birds. The fighting birds, the cockadoodle-doos. What are they actually called?
I don't know.
Roosters. Yeah. What turns into a rooster?
A bird.
But like, it's not a chick.
It's a plane.
Well, we had the baby form of what turns into like a rooster because what ended up happening is a guy stole them from our backyard to turn them into fighting animals. We later discovered.
So y'all had Shut up, Shay. Never mind. Shay almost said something bad.
You had a zoo
Shay
too?
almost said something really bad.
Why?
Why?
Because that's how Shay is.
What you was about to say?
It cannot.
Okay.
Yeah,
How
we used to have like an open backyard, and a guy came over one time. Yeah, that's what I was trying not to say.
Exactly.
Yeah. And he came over one time and he was like, "Oh, how much do you want for your birds?" And we were like, "They're not for sale, they're ours." And he's like, "No, I need new fighting birds. So how much do you want for them?" We're like, "No." And literally, like, he left, and then half a day later, we realized the birds were gone, and we were like, "Oh no!"
Wow!
I beat somebody down.
That's when I lived in the hood, so that's what happened.
Wow!
At least they didn't end up being dinner.
Huh?
He said it ended up being dinner.
What are you talking about? Fighting birds are worse. Poor them. They starve them so they can like fight and everything like that. It was bad.
I don't know nothing about birds.
I guess cooking them would make their like a short and I don't want to. Oh, now you made me sad.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but we used to have a zoo. Now we're pretty calm. Only like a few animals.
A few.
Just a few.
Well, I'm late because I just got one today, and my son keeps staring at me. He won't go in his room. He won't go in his room because the cat went in his room, and the cat won't come out because he don't want to pass my son. So they like at a standoff.
Oh no, yeah, they're very perceptive to people who don't like them or not, especially in the same household.
Weird, yeah.
Yeah. Because yeah, sometimes when I go and see other people, when they would have cats, the cats would just disappear because they're very like that when it comes to new people. But if you have someone in your household who is like throwing vibes like that, they'll never be in the same room. So tell them to be nice to the cat, or else you're never going to see your cat.
Elijah, you might as well pull up you about to be sleeping out your room, buddy. Sorry,
sleeping in the kitchen, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's that. And then what are you working on right now?
Me, I just finished a sorority blanket, and I have to do another Grafghan. Another Grafghan. And then I have so many orders. I narrowed down my orders because
oh my god, wait, speaking of orders, can I pick your brain? Because I technically have an Etsy shop. I say technically because I opened the profile, haven't put anything on it. But I was curious, like, because I see some other YouTubers, especially crafters, they'll like throw out, either they'll learn how to make stitch markers, or they'll throw out like 1 or 2 beanies or 1 or 2 scarves or whatnot. Have you operated in something under like that, in the sense of like not mass producing, but like just doing a little stock and then putting it out there and doing it again, or it's just blankets? Because in terms of time to work, because I'm assuming your blankets would take minimum 2 weeks. Minimum,
yeah, 2 weeks, yeah.
$5
minimum 2 weeks. Yeah,
because I was considering it. Some people, especially on Facebook now, this whole, I don't know if you've ever seen, I mean, people are hustling. I'm not judging the way people hustle, especially during the pandemic, but a lot of people are doing like bingos on Facebook Live. They're doing, well, in Spanish, it's called loteria, which is Mexican bingo live. Some people are doing like bag sales, like auctions on Facebook Lives now. Like my mom has bought a couple Chanel bags from those people doing that. So I was very curious of trying to do like, because I have so much work and I can't wear it all. And I'm like, I should just do like an auction of the stuff I've made. Or like, What are you gonna say, Shay? Were you gonna tell me?
Speaking of work, you're actually being asked to show some of your work.
Yeah, sure. Let me see. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me put this table back a little bit. This thing is huge, by the way. I don't know if you can see. That's like a... Oops, I just dropped my light. Oh, the cat! Where did you come from? Oh my god! She just jumped out of the cubicle. Where did you come from?
The cat scared you?
Yeah.
It heard you talking about him.
I know. She's like, what are you trying to say? All right, so let's actually...
I'm hungry.
Because look, I got all of this. This is all my work. Like finished stuff. And then I have like, that's my hand-dyed yarn stuff. So I guess I can break this up into a couple categories. I'll do... So for those who buy Karen cakes or like self-striping yarns, if you ever want to color block it, meaning you buy 2 of the same and then you combine the same colorways and then you pick one to choose it, you can do something like this. So this is So the colorway technically is these 5 colors, but I bought 2 Karen cakes. These are big cakes. And then I just combined the same color and I just decided where to pick it. So this is like an example of big box stores, cutting up the colors, and then just choosing the order in which to play it out. That's like And then I did this really cool thing on the cuffs where I put a little bit of the color on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that was one way, because I did it again with this one. I broke apart 2 Karen cakes, and then I just picked the color. Because technically in a big cake, they stripe through twice. And so this way now I'm just doing it once all the way through.
Okay.
So that's like one way of thinking of that.
There's a word for that.
You follow
yeah, I
patterns?
color blocked it. What did you say?
You follow patterns?
No. I like look at I can see a pattern and then like dissect it to what makes sense to me. But I've only followed one pattern in my entire life, and it was a translated pattern from Dutch, I think or Icelandic. It was like 4 years ago, and I'm like, I'm gonna try and read a pattern, and it was a way to create a triangle poncho without cutting. So you had to learn how to like increase only at certain points and stuff.
Oh, okay.
With this this is one Karen cake. Okay. I chose, like, I cut up all of the colors and I chose the order. And then this is just like, I think this is Red Heart Super Saver in like black.
Red Heart Super Saver. Yeah.
So this was like
called yarn control.
Yeah. Well, yarn control would be... No, that's
I never saw that before.
Yarn control would be what I just uploaded. So like the cardigan that you used for the advertisement for this. So yarn control is when you don't cut it and you plan ahead based off of the order of the cake that you got. So for example, here, the 2 front panels I color controlled because it started in the blue and I went all the way to the purple. So this is all how it came in the cake. And then I stopped, used the yarn on like the back part a little bit. And then when it came back to the blue, I did the other panel. So color control is when you don't cut it and you plan specifically where you want the colors to play out. With the other ones, I cut each color and then I just combined the colors to make them like bigger. So it's different like mentality when you're tackling them. It's the same type of yarn. You're just, like you said, different techniques. So with this one, I planned ahead how the colors would play out. And with these, I cut the colors and then I just chose the order of the color of how to do it.
I'm so in love with that black one that you keep putting up.
This one?
Yes.
Yeah, I did this one for Pride. This was I think this was my first video on my channel, which is kind of wonky. It's not like perfect like t-shirt, but This is the first time I did a yoke. So that is, if you can tell, it's actually a little bit off from the yoke because you can see where it's at.
Yeah.
But that was the first time I did that. And I was like, I'm gonna make a cool like pride shirt that anyone can like wear.
Yeah.
If you're a guy or a girl. And then hold on, I think I have, if I can find it. Oh, so this one, and then this one is the strategy with this one was mixing hand-dyed yarns with 4-weight and 6-weight. So I use the chunky yarn to give like a texture look to it. So wherever you see dark green, that's a size 6. And then the tweed, actually mandala tweed stripes, that's a size 4. And then the really bright orange is hand-dyed yarn.
Wow.
Really cool front poncho if you're like, because some people, their fronts are more cold than their backs. So you can wear it this way if you want your chest covered. Mm-hmm. And then if you turn it around, it turns into a cape. And then now your back is covered with that and your hands are free. And then you still have the design here. So this was like another, the strategy here was combining 3 different yarns that are completely unrelated and just trying to get a little funky wonky moment.
And you just came up with that.
Yeah, this was yeah. I mean, the thing with crochet, you never know how it turns out until you're at least 90% to almost done.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I watched some of your videos where you're like, yeah, you do a single. No. What we're gonna do here, you just like change it in the midst of you doing it.
Yeah. which is why when I started doing those types of videos, I was like, I can't make it into a tutorial like what people expect, because it's just, I change in the moment and I frog so much that it would just be impossible for me to record it and then edit it together. That makes sense for other people. But if you're like me, you should be able to watch the video and like
figure
it out. When it comes to me, what I always tell people is, even if I don't write a pattern, you should be making stuff off of your measurements, because even though you buy a pattern and it says this amount of stitches, what's 50 stitches for me is not the same as 50 stitches for someone else. So that's why I'm always like, just measure yourself always, or pick, like for me, when it comes to like making sweaters, I use this hoodie specifically to get like the measurements because I like this fit. So I always tell people, pick a t-shirt, pick a long sleeve, pick a sweater, and pick a jacket or a cardigan from a normal store that fits right to you. Mm-hmm. Measure that and use that to whatever you want to create.
Right. I don't really do clothes, but that's what I would do if I did clothes. Or like for babies, I do that for babies. I have like a little sample of all sizes for babies.
Oh my God. This one is probably my oldest project. This is like I probably made this one like 4 years ago.
Oh, wait.
This is with Red Heart. This is all Red Heart.
Mm-hmm.
Is that basket weave?
Yeah.
You did a basket weave sweater. Wow.
This took forever though, which is why probably I gave up on it. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. Too much. They take forever.
Yeah, that texture and all those double crochets. Yeah.
Basket weaving is like yarn eater.
Got this one. So this is on my big box store. So this one is actually 4 different cakes. So the red one was one cake, the green was another, and the black was another. And this challenge to me, which is also on my channel, but this challenge for me was, can I take 3 cakes from the same line? So this was the mandala roving, and can I just color control where I can do it? So I took each cake had 4 colors, 1, 2, 3, and then it has like a lighter color. And I just decided, I color controlled in the sense of I used all of the dark, all of the dark, all of the dark, and then I used all of the light from the 3 cakes.
Oh,
so that's another way you can.
Am I seeing peach?
A little bit, right?
It's
okay. I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me.
No, it's like a terracotta burnt orange.
No, down
at the bottom.
Oh yeah, no, that's like a I would say like coffee stain red. It has a red hue to it. Yeah. I know what you mean. It looks, it's supposed to be like red gray.
Oh.
But I don't think it came out that way.
Well, how did you learn how to do that? You did it on your own or you looked up videos?
Yeah, I just had way too much time on my hands. I was like, I'm just going to see how this is going to, because like, that's the thing. You just don't know. Like you may have a perception of how it's going to come out, but you just got to get up and just start crocheting just to see what you can do.
Yeah.
That's all the big box store stuff. I have another bag over there, but here.
Your hats.
Yeah, these are my hand-dyed yarn ones.
Do you hand dye?
No. Oh.
No.
Oh my god. This is my newest one right now.
Yarns from?
This is a cowl. Check that out.
Oh, that's funky.
Those colors.
So this would be my newest niche, which is kind of like surface cable crochet.
Okay.
So the diamonds are actually, I did the diamonds after I did this section. So I'm like, and the blue here, if you can see, that has the line there, and then I just do cable work over the red to like get that. So, yeah.
How do you do that?
And then I just translated that to a beanie.
See, y'all can teach each other some things.
Like, how do you do that? That is so cool.
This took this got inspired from a lot of people really like the Scooby-Doo hat that I made. And so I kind of like this is like version, so this is version 1 of me doing that technique, that like dripping technique.
Mm-hmm.
And then this cowl is like version 2. So the first one was like a draft, and then this one was me taking it serious to see how clean I could make that technique.
How do you get the colors? Like, what make you put the colors together?
I don't know. So these are the actual colors. So this is what, when I bought it, this is what they looked like. And so when I grabbed them, to me, I usually go for like themes, and the theme for me in this is kind of like mossy tones, if that makes sense. Like it's not green, it's kind of like yellow green. So this is more like the darker hues of yellow green, and then this is the lighter hues of it, because even though this looks white, this is actually like a cream. So for me, I usually go for themes, but also sometimes I mean, I'm biased because this is my favorite hand dyer that I purchased from, but sometimes I literally just go, F it, I'm just gonna put them together and see what happens.
Yeah. Who's your favorite yarn dyer?
Oh, it's definitely Knitted Wit.
Knitted Wit?
Yeah, Knitted Wit. She just comes up with, oh my god, like, hold on.
I don't know who Knitted Witch is. I don't know who that is.
Like these colors, like look at that. That is just, it pops.
That is nice.
And when you buy enough of like hand dye yarn, you can kind of like start seeing the way people dye their yarn. So like, see, like this is a mood. Like you look at this and this is like a mood in itself compared to something like this. So that even though like the same brand, there's different moods to what you're going for. And I like that about her. I have yet to see like other designers who have like, you know, like once you find a certain technique that's unique to you, you can just tell. So when you sample, and I think I've bought probably over like 20 different hand dyers already, just because you never know. Like, you never know their quality, you never know how the colors actually play out or not. But she's doing something unique. Like, it's not like drip dye, and it's not like what some other techniques that I see. There's like pour the dye over, there's half water submerged, there's submersion technique, there's isolation technique, there's jar technique. Like, I mean, once you're gonna spend your money on it, you want to kind of know how people are doing the product that you're buying. And so for me, I'd rather invest in someone who takes a little bit longer to do their work. And you can just tell that, like, this isn't just someone pouring dye all willy-nilly. Like, there's a purpose to it, you know. Like, you can kind of tell when an artist just splats water or paint on something. Someone really takes their time to, like,
yeah. I have my dyer is Busy Peach, BZY Peach. I use hers, but I like her colors because I'm not really a variegated type of chick.
Right.
Because I'm not great with colors at all. But the simplicity of her work, but not that simplicity. Like, I love the way her colors go from like dark, more like an ombre sometimes, or like and then she has tinsel now, and the tinsel, it looks like silk. It looks really like nice and silky. So I like that as well. So yeah, you're right. Everybody, oh, that's like a purple. Oh, that.
So I can go muted too. I don't have to use that many loud colors. So this one, I actually mixed. This is a DK hand-dyed yarn. It's like an eggplant purple. This is Lion Brand Chunky 6, and then this is Lion Brand Date Night. So that's a 4, 6, and a 2.
I would never.
Isn't this recent?
Yeah, this is the coffee reserve shawl that I put up. Yep.
I would.
That sparkle on there. Oh my god, that sparkle's so nice. That's on Date Night. Ugh. So cozy.
I got some date night yarn that I bought just because someone else said it, and I haven't the slightest idea to do what to do with it.
You just, like, I mean,
try to be crazy in this mix, but I'm fearful.
Nah. Well, I understand. I totally understand the reservation for it. But if Kate Spade, if Gucci, if Versace can get away with some of the stuff they put out, go for it. That's always my response when people are always like, why would you do that? Why would I mix this stuff? And it's like, have you seen some of these fashion shows? Sometimes it just looks like they don't even put that much effort into it.
Right?
And like, they can sell it for $600. So I'm like, don't think like that, because there's other people who are high tier and high fashion. So just go for it.
I wouldn't do the mixtures of the weight, but it looks good on you. So you could use it. But with me, for Grafkins, I can't. You can't mix it for Grafkins.
You want to bet?
Because, you said, why not?
You want to bet? No, I said, you want to bet?
Oh, you want to bet? Hey, to each his own. I don't, because I did. And when I did, it was holes in it. So because I want my work consistent throughout the whole entire thing, I would need to have the same weight. Because for instance, Red Heart is thick. Their yarn is a little bit more thicker than if I use Caron Simply Soft. Soft. If I use those two, which I have before, the Simply Soft kind of the Red Heart overpowers the Simply Soft, and it was holes. And that don't look good when you have a picture and then you have like this solid picture and then you got a area with holes in it. So that's why for Grafkins, I don't think that you should use different weights. Actually suggest not to use different weights.
Some people are trying to buy this off. I see the comments. I see
Disha. Disha.
Do I what?
No, Disha was saying that she wanted it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Give me a couple more months with it on, and then I'll send it over to you. I take good care of all my work. The worst thing is that my girlfriend takes everything I make for like a month, and then I get it back. So I barely just got this back because she was like, "It doesn't smell like you anymore." So I'm like, oh, "Okay, whatever."
Do you make stuff for her?
No, because I tell her what's mine is yours, what's yours is mine. So she just it's an understanding that anything I make, she has dibs for it for like a couple weeks.
Oh, okay.
Disha said that's a deal.
Daisha, deal. I will give me a couple more months, and then I promise I will ship this off to you. I don't mind.
Did you see Charmaine's question for you?
Does Zumba gear inspire
designs and colors? Maybe, because they're very out there. I haven't worn. I'm technically doing. My mom called me fat earlier today, so I got traumatized, and I'm going to be doing a Zumba class after this podcast is over.
You do Zumba online?
Yeah, you can do it online now. So Zumba specifically has an app now, so you don't have to download anything. You just like go to their website, you can pay for the class, and you just watch it on your computer. Because back then, yeah, I'm doing one at around 8:30 in an hour and a half.
Get out of here!
I don't think he's doing the instruction for it.
Huh?
Is that what you're asking?
Wait, you're doing the instruction, or are you just doing your Zumba?
Yeah, I'm teaching the class. Yeah, you can. Yeah, get down. Yeah,
that's why we asking.
So after the podcast, I'll send you the link, and if you want to join, you can definitely join. It's a 75-minute class, but you can do whatever you want while we're doing it.
It's a what?
It's a 15-minute class.
Because when I was in the gym, it was like,
class. You don't have to stay for the whole 75 minutes.
Oh, you said it's 75.
Yeah, it's an hour, 15 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, I heard 15 minutes.
I heard 15 minutes.
No, that was because you said what? I lowered it.
I was like, I now 15 minutes, buddy.
No, I'm trying not to. It's okay. You can join, sip on some tea, do a couple songs, and then sip on the tea for the rest of the class if you want.
I'm a fluffy girl. I will sit here and just watch.
I mean, I'll do stuff.
My music is too good, and some of my moves, they're too saucy for you to just watch. You're gonna want to be like, ooh.
There you go. That's my Zumba right there.
What app?
Yeah, I did. Zumba? I think I did Zumba twice. I like Aqua Zumba. Do you do that?
Yes. If you when us teaching Aqua Zumba, because technically the temperature is hotter outside of the water because of the humidity. So when we teach it, we get such a great workout.
Right.
But I mean, you're in the water, so you have the force of the water. But just imagine trying to balance on one foot, pretending you're swimming on the deck, and see, like, that's just, we work twice as hard to just teach the class. But that's one of my favorite specialties. I like Aqua Zumba. My second favorite is Sentao. So that's with the chair. That's when you're sitting down and you're doing Zumba in the chair.
Shauna.
Yeah, that's a thing. Shauna. Yeah, sitting.
I was just telling her about exercising in a chair.
How about this? I promise I'll do one next Sunday. I'll do a Sentao class, and then I'll send you guys the link, and then you can join.
Yes. Yeah.
Because you're just sitting. Well, you use the chair as like your accessory, but you use the mechanics of like getting up or sitting down, and really using your core. Because even if you're sitting and you're trying to like lift your knees up to go left, right,
yeah,
you have to engage your core. So
yeah. Because she just told me this like literally days ago, and I was like, "You're going to get a workout in a chair?" Like, really?
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, it's like, I shared it on my Instagram, so I'm pretty sure you linked all of that already. So if you go to my Instagram, just shoot me a message and I can send you the link, because it was last minute. But you can also search me. So if you go to Zumba.com, I think there's like a class search feature now. Just search up Limon.
Your name, your actual name?
If you just use my last name is Limon. So I think I'm the only one in the world with that last name right now. It's on Zumba. So if you just type in Limon, I should pop up.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look that up.
Carmen, yeah, join.
Yeah, let's all do it, y'all.
Yeah.
Let's all join. Because I really literally was just telling Shay that I'm getting back on my kick again, because last year, this time, I won a transformation contest where I got actual $500 because I literally lost 78 pounds, and I did it in such a short amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got sick with Miss Rona. So when I got sick, yeah, I was like, all of us in this house gained weight from just not doing what we used to do.
Same here. I mean, I'm not gonna technically the fittest one in my family, but I did gain my Rona 15. Which sucks for me because I do have a little bit of body dysmorphia in the sense that if I eat a cheeseburger, I think I gained weight. But I base my weight off of my clothes. So my jeans are always a size 29 with a little stretch, like they're skinny stretch. But for me, the moment I can't zip up all the way, it gets to me and I'm like, get your act together. So that's currently right now what's going on. I'm wearing my jeans without putting the button. So I refuse to get a size bigger. So I'm like, get down to back to your size.
Yeah.
And I'm 5'3" on a good day. So if I gain like 10 pounds, I see it.
Y'all are so little.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I'm fun size.
I'm 5'3". Shut up. Yeah, that my son, he is an athlete, and when we all got sick, it like took him out. Like he actually gained weight. And that's your cat.
Yeah, I just put all this stuff. Don't scratch it.
I don't even know where mine is. Aww. Aww.
Kisses.
The boy, girl?
It's a girl.
What's her name?
Natasha.
Natasha.
We made her Russian. Natasha.
How you get a name for her? Like you just looked at her and say you're Natasha?
I think my brother named her, yeah.
I think Natasha from Chi-Town.
We gave a human name to. Which is weird, now that I think about it. I don't like to give pets human names.
Aw. My baby name is Coco.
Coco.
Yeah, I named her Coco. But the shelter had her name as Patty Jenkins. And I'm like, why? Patty Jenkins? Where you get that name from? I don't know.
So familiar. Patty Jenkins.
Wonder Woman.
There you go. The director of Wonder Woman.
The director of Wonder Woman is Patty Jenkins.
Yes, Patricia Jenkins. That's what I was trying to tell you, but I was half asleep. That's why I told you Pamela.
So you think they called her Patty Jenkins because she's Wonder Woman? Well, actually, maybe, because when they found her in an area behind a building, just like how you say your cat was found outside and she was a baby. Because she's still small. She's so small. And I'm like, I wasn't expecting her, because you know how when you look at pictures make your whatever look bigger. Right. But when I actually saw her and I took her out of the cage, I'm like, oh, you're small. She's small. She's still like a baby. But they kept saying cat. Because I literally picked her up today. I never saw her. Only on Zoom. That's the only time I saw her on Zoom with the other foster mom. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so small. She's so tiny. But yeah, my son finally went back in his room because she must have fell asleep under the bed. But the thing is, she keeps running away from us. Like every time we get near, she runs again. So she's not used to us yet. She just came today, so she's not used to us yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, just gotta love each other. They have a dysfunctional relationship.
They're very responsive to how you react. So as long as you keep trying to give her affection or him, they'll respond the same way, which is what you should be doing now that the cat's young, because you can't teach an old cat new tricks.
Right.
You can teach an old dog new tricks, though.
Can you though? Can you? Yeah.
Wow.
I have proof of it. It only took 14 and a half years to learn sit.
Better late than never, right?
Elmo just don't care.
Give me one second.
Elmo learns something new every year.
Elmo just be like, leave me alone. Elmo just chill. Like, leave me alone. Why are you bothering me?
He does lay. We never did lay.
Oh, goodness.
Lay is new.
I'm going straight to bed.
Oh, no, you're not. You're going to be shimmying with me right now in a little bit.
What happened?
I'll wake you up.
You're supposed to go Zumba. Oh, what is that?
I'll wake you up.
Is that the same one?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the same one.
It's the at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sparkles.
That's pretty. Was that date night too?
Date night. It sparkles.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. So, like, for a person like me, who I'm just me. If you would say in the YouTube world, who are like your inspirations of like I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like who are your like inspirations or people like you admire in the YouTube crochet world?
Well, I'm trying to think, because there's the OGs such as Marley Bird, Crochet Crowd. Who else am I missing? Not Bad technically was doing it for a while with Craftsy, but then he kind of left that and went straight to Instagram. And what are some other OGs? Fiber Spider's an OG. And I'm talking about people who have been doing this for 2+ years.
Yeah.
So in terms of those, I stopped watching most of that stuff because and this is like unfiltered, in my perspective, it dumbs the craft down too much, to the point where it's like it just dumbs it down too much. And I think we're more than capable of like challenging others who watch crochet and knitting. So currently what I'm very much supporting and Bagwood Crochet. I watch her all the time, and like she's been doing it for so long too. Crystal's amazing. She helped me figure out some stitches and stuff. I've used her channel before to learn a couple new stitches. But in terms of who I'm watching and like supporting now, it's mostly people who are like putting in the time and effort to produce just in entertaining content, not so much tutorials. So like, my friend Yarn Geek, she just passed 2K. But she just literally just sits in her car and talks about yarn, which I think is like really, really cool, because it's kind of like she's not trying to show you something.
Yeah.
It's kind of like just catching up with your friends and literally for like 10 minutes being like, okay, this is what she's up to and this is what she's enjoying. Stuff that you would talk about anyways if you called them up.
Yeah.
Zach Stout is another one. I'll play him when I'm crocheting and just like have him listening to him as I'm Dacia's like, stop eyeing my stuff. Shay.
It's okay, Dacia.
No, Dacia, you already called dibs on it. You got it. Who else? Chemnitz. Chemnitz is one of the newest channels that I'm following now. She's this lady who she's like me, but for hand dyers or yarn dyers. She just dyes random things and experiments on them because she's an actual biochemist. So she approaches her experiments on what happens if pink 52 mixes with pink 41, or what happens if blue 2 is mixed with pink 42 and you use semi-cold water as opposed to hot water. or what if you mix up the vinegar ratios or whatnot, which probably doesn't make sense to anyone who doesn't know anything about that. But Chemnitz, she's like, people who are just invested in their craft like that, like I could just listen to her for an hour just talking about yarn on a scientific level and dyes, and I'm just like, whoa, that is so cool.
Are you saying K-E-M knit?
Chemnitz? No. Like chemical, Chemnitz.
Okay.
C-H-E-M and then knits. I think that's the name of her channel.
Okay.
And so we got Yarn Geek, Zach Stout, Bag O'Day, Chemnitz, Urban Yarn. Gary's he's so cozy to watch his stuff from Canada.
I know he is.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, I know he is. Yeah,
he is like, if I make a fresh cup of coffee late at night and he uploads a video, I click it right away, because it just, most content creators for crochet are very homey in the sense it's kind of like you're entering their home for a while and you're just like in the mood of what they're talking about and everything like that. So that's what I'm enjoying right now, which is what I think we should kind of like go more into. Because like I said, things like Crochet Crowd and Marley Bird and everything, it's just too commercialized. It's too general.
Yeah.
And it's not like I'm learning stuff of them. I'm just watching them do something.
Right.
Which, to each their own, but that's just not what my kind of content is.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I actually stopped watching a lot of them. I don't know some of them, but I stopped watching a lot of them years ago. I just said, I'm going to go a different route. Yeah.
I mean, I do go back and reference in terms of like stitches and whatnot. Like I will, like, I'll check back and make sure I'm doing something right or get their perspective on it.
Yeah.
They have hundreds and hundreds of videos. So it's not like I'm ever going to be able to produce that much like them. So they do have their purpose.
Yeah.
But because it is nice to see other people do other stuff, like literally sit down and do the technique. But I skip through. I don't think I've ever watched like a full tutorial. Oh, she gets my gears running in terms of texture on my garments. TLT, oh my god, what's her name? T Designs.
TLC, your you took T.
She never shows her face.
Oh, then no, I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh my god, what is her name? She just uploads. She uploads patterns like every day, and she does these like full. Here we go. TCD.
Oh, you know what? Now that you said that, I don't know who that is. I never saw her face.
TCD. Yeah, she does these really like. Her cable work is so beautiful, and it gets my mind running when I see some of her designs, and I'm like, oh, how do I like lemonize that?
I say divatize. You say lemonize.
Lemonize. There you go. And then recently, I just started. I was making my own project bags, but I was using super glue as opposed to stitching because I don't have a machine.
Yeah.
Which will be my next thing because so I started following some bag people, and the bag YouTube community is so cool. Like there's this lady, I'm trying to remember what her name is. I haven't seen her videos recently, but she's like, she'll literally say, I bought this bag pattern and I'm going to try and make it right now. Oh, here we go. Jess Okla Roots.
Jess Okla.
Jess, Jess, and then Okla, like Oklahoma, Okla Roots. She will do a bag a week. Like she just gets a new bag design a week and she just stitches it and does it and like will show you how it turns out. So
Okay.
And so that for me is kind of like I'm starting to like get into my ultimate goal. Hopefully by the end of this year is to I want to have my own subscription box where hopefully I can like make a bag, get hand dyed yarn, like have like a hand dyer featured every month or something, and then put one of my patterns in there and stuff like that. But you get like a bag for me, then you get some cool yarn and stuff like that. So that to me, hopefully, is my future goal, to be able to do that, to have my own knit crate, but just for me, like have my experience in that. Because I think what's happening now is a lot of people are transitioning into yarn experiences as opposed to individual yarn shopping. I think because so many, and I mean so many hand dyers blew up during this pandemic. Like they just blew up and have so much work. And I think people are not that, I mean, big box store yarns will never go away, and they're not any less and they're not any better. This is just what I've come to, because you have to analyze the consumer. And I think what's happening now is, especially with like when Karen Cakes releases limited edition stuff, which is why I think they're adding the words now. Because if you have the new stuff, which I just got, it says on there on the label, limited edition for limited time only. So I think that whole psychology of, if you don't get it now, you're going to miss out, is growing. And that's what I kind of want to do, because I think people are more invested in the experience of, oh, what's Limon going to curate this month, as opposed to, let me just go to the store and see what's up.
Yep.
Because I'm guilty of it. I've never signed up for mystery yarn clubs, and I've never signed up for yarn boxes up until now. I'm already on my second yarn box. I got one from Mace of Skeins. She has a YouTube channel too. She did a winter box, and then she just did a Valentine's Day box. Do I have it here?
I actually saw your you did a box opening.
Yeah, it was that one. I still have to upload. Oh my god, I have like 6 videos recorded already. I just have to sit down and edit them.
Yeah.
But I did the unboxing for the Valentine's Day one. Okay. And I talked about it in that video too, where I'm like, I'm kind of hooked now into this, like, yeah, I might have known what I'm getting, but it's the experience of like, you received a box with different things in it. And that's what I think people are more transitioning now, more into in terms of the fiber community.
Okay. So
thank you, Raindew. Look at that.
See? Yeah.
Good juju out there. Well, I'm all about the law of attraction. So the more I talk about it, the more hopefully it's actually going to happen,
I talk about law of attraction all the time. That's basically my philosophy.
Yeah.
That is definitely my philosophy. All right. We're going to wrap it up. It's an hour and a half.
It's been an hour and a half.
Yeah,
whoa.
Right. That goes by so quick. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you
so much. No, thank you so much for the invitation, CreativeStitchNDiva. Thank you. Thank you, Shay, for recommending me. I appreciate it. I had a really, really good time. And, I barely noticed that an hour and a half went by. So that's a good thing. That means we were having fun.
Yes. Yeah.
And I was well behaved.
Yeah. I wasn't well behaved this time.
No.
It's okay. You brought it back.
I did.
You were what is it called? Water planing a little bit.
Yes. I'm good now. I'm good. I'm going to eat and sleep though.
Yeah. No,
you're going to go do Zumba for a little bit.
She can watch and then she'll doze off.
I can't now.
You can eat and watch.
I'm going to do one of these. This is how I watch the regular exercise videos.
But we all going to get on though. How many times a week do you do it?
I just started getting into it. So this is like the first time in a month that I'm doing it. But I'm planning on doing it at least once every weekend. So if not Saturday, definitely Sunday.
Okay.
But if you guys follow me on like Instagram and everything, I'll put like a post so that way you guys can like have it in writing and everything. Send us your Zumba link. Do I have a Zumba link? Hold on.
So we just go on the Zumba app though, right? We go on the app.
Right, I'm literally doing it right now. So if you go to zumba.com, there's a button that says find a virtual class. Let me even see if I'm on there. Hold on. Then it says instructor name. I'm typing in Limon. Oh yeah, I'm on there. Okay, details.
You were surprised?
Well, no, I mean, you never know if their websites are actually like on point. How do I share?
Last time I did Zumba, I was doing aqua Zumba, which is dumb for me because I can't swim.
I can't either.
No, but for those who are even listening, aqua Zumba, you're in the water up to your chest. You're not submerged or anything, because the idea is you still want to move your lower body. And in order to do that, you need to
have some type of balance, some type of stability.
I sent you the link in the private chat. I don't know if you can put that in the public one. I don't know how to do that.
You can put it in the public one.
How do I do that?
Hold on, I got you.
Oh, I see. You put it.
Oh, yeah, there's a link for this class specifically, everybody. But if not, it's on my Instagram. I usually share whenever I'm going to do it. I did it last minute today because, yeah, I got called fat and I felt bad. But normally I do plan ahead. I give people a 24-hour notice.
Oh, okay.
So this is going to be really hard. Like, I'm going to be like, I'm trying to prove that I'm not overweight type of class. But yeah.
Well,
yeah, anyways, thank you so much. Hopefully you had a great time too. This is the first time or second time, because I was on the She Show. So this is like the second time I'm like guest starring in someone else's show. So thank you for that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, snap.
All right. Well, if you want, I'll come to your channel. If you want me to come to your channel any other time, just
I'm trying to like set up. I don't know how to do that in the sense of like picking a day, because I do want to do that where like once a week I do pick someone to come on. Because like this back and forth and everything is very it's fun, but it's very I want to like have it consistent on a certain day so that way people already expect it. I haven't done it because right now I go live randomly. Yeah, and I really got to pick a day and really do it.
All right, whenever. Just let me know.
I'll let you know. No, we'll do it. I mean, I have to go on this week anyways. I do tell them I go live at least once a week. So I'll let you know ahead of time so that way you can say yes or no. And then you can pick a time that's best for you.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. I put the link of the Zumba in the description below. So
appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a good evening.
Peace. Bye.